let's talk about Joe Biden's judicial pick, Rita. How predictable is this? Explain the background.
It has to be. Well, he's got one of the Supreme Court judges is stepping down.
Stephen Breyer?
Yes, who was appointed by Bill Clinton. So he's one of the lefty ones. So Joe Biden is determined to appoint a black woman. Not the best candidate, not the most accomplished, not the most qualified. No, not the one who's going to protect the Constitution and be able to actually perform the role. He has not learned from the Kamala Harris disaster.
Hang on. He's got a black woman, Kamala Harris. She's sitting around doing nothing. Give her the flick. Punt her over to the DOJ.
It's a better job than the Veep. It's a job for life. You're in there as long as you want to be. But this is just so symptomatic of this entire Biden administration, where they are obsessed about identity politics, this crazy leftist dogma, instead of saying we're going to get the best person into this role because this is a critical role. And what if the best candidate happens to be a Hispanic man? Yeah. Or an Asian woman,
but it's
or
worse,
someone from another minority
Exactly,
group.
But it's worse than that, Rita, because once you start down this identity politics route, you're right, you don't get the best candidate. But worse than that, the person who gets in there then pursues policies which have an identity political bias. Now, for example, the Department of Justice under Joe Biden already believe that criminals who are Black Lives Matter supporters should have lesser sentences than criminals who aren't. So this is pure totalitarian fascism. This is as bad as it gets. But the severity of your crime depends on your political persuasion. That is Stalinism.
Well, I mean, it is that, but it is also, identity politics going from, it's a long march to the institution. So, it's all very well. People can say, what are you guys talking about? It's just some nonsense stuff happening in the classroom, just some goofy stuff happening on university campuses. But this is the end result. You have different sentencing for different criminals, depending on the color of their skin, depending on their beliefs. And all of a sudden, that's not America anymore, where it's supposed to be all about equal protection. That's the shining light to the world America always represented. As for the Supreme Court pick, well, it's bonkers because for Joe Biden to be suddenly saying that he's, all about, I want to get a minority, I want to get a black woman on the Supreme Court. He was the #1 cheerleader of the campaign against Clarence Thomas when he was nominated for the Supreme Court. So, I mean, it's really rich for Joe Biden to somehow suddenly start playing the racial justice card on this one, guys.
Absolutely.
And Clarence Thomas isn't considered they don't celebrate him as a black justice because his politics aren't right.
Well,
so
exactly.
you completely lose all your minority credentials
as soon as you're a conservative.
But it's the Margaret Thatcher syndrome, great first female prime minister, completely ignored. Oh, no, because she was a conservative.